And here's the part that stings a little. When you're a personality brand, your audience follows you, not what you stand for and not what you solve. They just really like you, which is nice. And they enjoy you, which is fine. But enjoying somebody doesn't pay the bills the way that trust and a clear promise does. Welcome to Elevate Your Brand. This is your go-to podcast for Christian women entrepreneurs who are tired of hustle culture, blending into the marketplace, and desperately wanting financial freedom. Hey, I'm Meghan, multi-six-figure entrepreneur, wife, mom, and your new visionary bestie. I learned the secret of how to multiply my business and stand out as a specialist. Luxury branding. If you're ready to learn how to take your business from ordinary to extraordinary, be a financial blessing to others, and multiply what God has entrusted to you, grab your laptop and grab your coffee, girlfriend. This one is for you. Hey girl, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that God has given you a stellar personality. I mean, you're listening to this podcast, so you must be awesome. But a stellar personality that people absolutely love. Your clients and customers absolutely love you. They love following you. They love listening to you, binge watching your content. And you've had so much success. You've even built your business around you as a personal brand. But maybe you still feel like something underneath is a bit shaky. You wonder if the moment you step back from having your hands off of your business, even for just a much needed week or 2 week vacation, that everything that you built might just quietly begin to crumble without you in it. If you stop showing up on social media, your business would start to disappear. That's a red flag. And that fear is actually real. And I don't think that people talk about it enough, honestly. If this sounds even the slightest bit familiar to you, or if it's something you've struggled with that you don't feel like you can catch a break because everything depends on you, if you felt that quiet ache of, I don't want to keep carrying this alone, and I don't want to keep building something that only works because I'm exhausting myself to hold it up, I want you to know that there's a place for that. My upcoming mastermind on September 15th isn't just a business strategy. It's women getting together who understand exactly what you're feeling, walking this with you so you're not stewarding this calling in isolation. And sis, you weren't meant to build this alone. So I want you to come and sit down with us on September 15th. This is a free 1-hour masterclass just to be and learn with fellow Christian women in business. So I want you to register today at courageouslikeher.com/mastermind. Again, that's courageouslikeher.com/mastermind, one word. And again, this is totally free to attend. The link is in my show notes. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know you, spending some time with you. So mark your calendars and I'll see you on September 15th. So now I want you to picture 2 women with me. Both post on Instagram, both have a podcast, and both have a quote unquote personal brand. One of them will still be relevant in 5 years, but the other one is one algorithm change away from starting over. Yikes. So today we're talking about the difference between those two and why most personal brands aren't actually brands at all. They're just personalities. So if you've been in the online business space for more than 5 minutes, you've heard personal brand, that buzzword, personal brand, thrown around like it's hotcakes, but also thrown around like it's just one thing. It's not. And there is a version of personal branding that's just you being charismatic on camera, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's also a version that is an actual asset that will outlive the algorithm, that will actually outlive you. Something with equity and something that compounds over time, something you could actually hand off, sell, and scale beyond your own beautiful face. So today I want to draw a hard line between these two because it's something that is not discussed on a regular basis. So let's just dissect really quick. What is a personality? A personality brand is defined by content, not by your specific positioning. And that means your presence online is built around what you post, not what you stand for or solve, the transformation that you provide. And there's a difference between someone who shows up consistently and someone who shows up with a clear promise. Consistency, though, is not always the same thing as clarity, though those two can go together very seamlessly. A personality brand lives and dies by the algorithm's mood of the week. I swear to God, the algorithm is all female. Can I get an amen? One week, you're everywhere. The next week, you're invisible. And it has nothing to do with the quality of what you're offering. I've spent hours on reels in the past, and they just flop. I'm like, what in the heck? That's why you don't find me on Instagram anymore, because I love podcasting that much more. That is a topic for another time. But what it has to do is with the platforms changing rules, and rules that we don't get to control and never will, unfortunately. And here's the part that stings a little. When you're a personality brand, your audience follows you, not what you stand for and not what you solve. They just really like you, which is nice. And they enjoy you, which is fine. But enjoying somebody doesn't pay the bills the way that trust and a clear promise does. And that's because personality doesn't have a clear promise or a clear transformation. It's giving vibes. It has relatability. And both of those are wonderful, but neither one is actually a business model. And I see this constantly in my brand audits that I do. I'll ask a woman, if I met someone that is one of your followers on the street and ask them what you do, what would they say? And more often than not, the answer is something like, oh, she's really relatable. I just love her energy. That's a compliment. It's also a red flag because relatable doesn't tell me who you help or how. So let's contrast that with what an actual brand is. A brand has a position. It solves a specific problem for a specific person, solved in a specific way. Not, I help women feel confident. It's got to be something you could say in a single sentence that someone else couldn't just easily claim for themselves. Catch my drift? So a brand has language and a visual identity that are repeatable without you ever even stepping into a room. That's the test I come back to over and over and over. Could someone else explain what you do using your own words without you standing there to clarify it? And if not, you don't quite have a brand yet. Keyword. You have a really good explainer sentence, if you will. A brand builds trust in the promise, not just affection for the personality behind it. Let me repeat that one more time. A brand builds trust in the promise, not just affection for the personality behind it. People don't just like you, they believe the transformation you're describing is real, and they can believe that you can deliver it. And because of all that, a brand can survive a platform dying, maybe a rebrand, or even a founder stepping back. And it's not so fragile in the way a personality is fragile. And I've actually lived this myself. When I repositioned Courageous Like Her, I didn't just update a logo or refresh some colors. I built the whole brand around 3 words: build, lead, and multiply. That phrase isn't about me being likable. This business isn't about me at all. It's about you. And it's a promise that God asked me to do for Him, for you. He told me, turn around and show your sisters what I have taught you how to do. And those 3 words that are my pillars for my business, and don't copy me, yours should be completely different than mine. It tells you, though, exactly what this brand is for and what it does for you, whether I'm the one saying it out loud or not. So how do you know which one you actually have? Let's go over the 3 signs so you can decipher whether or not you have a personality brand or a personal brand. Number 1, you couldn't explain your positioning in 1 sentence without saying, I just love helping women. Sis, that's not a position. That's a value, which is great, and those are needed in your brand as well. But every coach in this space loves helping women. Every person, every massage therapist, every hairstylist, every woman that makes personal care products, so on and so forth. They love helping people. And maybe your demographic isn't just women, but it's mine, so I'm just using it as an example. Maybe you help specifically just men. Maybe you're a man that's listening to this podcast. Welcome. But what makes you different? So I want you to write that down really quick. What does make you different? What things have you walked through in your life that make you different? What gifts has God specifically given you to help people? And remember, our gifts are not for us. They're for other people. Number 2, your content could be swapped with a dozen of other people's and nobody would really notice. Ouch. That one always stings. I don't want to just be relatable for the sake of being relatable. I want to stand out because I have a promise and a transformation to give. If your captions and your topics and your whole vibe could belong to 5 other accounts in your niche, you definitely don't have a position. You have a genre. And God did not call you to blend into the crowd. Just because certain captions are helping one content creator or one business, that doesn't mean it's going to help you. It's helping them because it's them. And finally, so number 3 is the one that usually lands the hardest. If you were to disappear from the platform that you use the most tomorrow, and if you disappear, your brand disappears, that's a huge red flag. You have no wait list, no community, and no trust in a promise bigger than your presence. You're just poof, gone. So I want to help you fix that. And even if one of these hit a nerve, you're not a failure. It's just information and it's all fixable. So take a big deep breath with me. Or as one of my good friends says, everything is figure outable. So I know what it's like to build a personality people love and still feel like something underneath it is all a bit shaky. And you wonder if the moment you step back, even for a season, everything you've built might just quietly disappear with you. If any part of this episode felt a little too familiar, if you recognized yourself in that ache of building something people love while quietly wondering what happens the day you can't show up the same way. God forbid anything happens to you, but I know you didn't work this hard to get this far for something to just fall apart. If you have a family emergency or you need to step away for mental health reasons, whatever, or you're just like ready to hand the reins over to somebody else. And that's exactly why I opened up this episode inviting you to the mastermind on September 15th. Not because I think you need another thing to do, but because I know what it's like to build something real and still feel unsteady underneath it. Of course, we don't build things on shifting sand as Christians. At least we shouldn't. But sometimes we get it wrong and we don't hear God correctly. And that's totally okay. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, wore holes in it. But if I can continue to help more women with their positioning and their branding so it can outlast them, so you can step away. Maybe you're not a mom yet, but you want to be. And you want to be able to step away and take care of your babies. I got to do that. And that's why I'm helping women like you find their positioning so you can step away for either a much needed vacation or a maternity leave or whatever you need to do in order to continue the multiplication of your business while also pouring into your first ministry, which is your family. And sis, this is not about fixing you. You're not broken. It's about finally giving what you've already built the foundation that it deserves. Because let's face it, if our businesses are not built on Jesus, they are shifting sand. I've been there. Again, ask me how I know. So I want you to come sit with me on the 15th. And if you're ready to register, again, this is totally free. I want you to head on over to courageouslikeher.com. That's COURAGEOUS, likeher.com/masterclass. I will leave the link in the show notes as well. And until next time, friends, be well and God bless. Hey girl, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share this with a friend who may want to scale her business without relying on hustle? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It lights me up to know that this podcast is helping you. Okay, time to go reheat my coffee, be a mom, and a CEO. I'm excited to meet you right back here for another episode. Until then, God bless.